Welcome to the fourth episode of Marvel Spider-Man gameplay. And all the likes for this video are greatly appreciated. Keep that up and I'll be posting Spider-Man gameplays videos till completion ASAP. For she's a jolly good fellow.
Voicemail from Yuri.
Hey, silent alarm at the auction house holding Fisk's estate sale just tripped. Could you check it out? Quietly? I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing.
Fisk estate sale. Sounds fun. Wonder what the Kingpin had hidden in his closets.
Now that we are thrown back into the game, I noticed it is night time now and the city looks even more beautiful. I find a distant relation between the New York City and the Night City from Cyberpunk 2077, and I do not know why, because I have played through the campaign of Cyberpunk, and when I first saw the visuals of how the city looked at night in Spider-Man, Night City from Cyberpunk 2077 was the only thing that popped into my mind.
Peter, I lost track of you at the party.
Yeah, I had to get to the lab. Sorry.
Don't apologize. I just wanted to tell you how much what you said meant to me. I always wonder if I'm doing right by you.
Well, stop wondering. After losing my parents and Uncle Ben, there are so many times I would have fallen apart if not for you.
Well, that works both ways, Peter. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
May, I don't know what to say.
Oh, I think Mr. Lee needs my help. I should go. See you soon, dear. I love you.
Love you too.
So, since we have some time to kill before reaching the mission objective, let me tell you guys a quick story that I have been rereading from a book called as The Alchemist. Now, Alchemist is a beautifully written piece of art by the author Paulo Coelho, who introduces us to a boy named Santiago. Santiago is shown to embark upon a journey seeking treasures in the pyramids after having recurring dreams about it. On his way to the pyramids, he meets mentors, falls in love, and most importantly, learns the true importance of who he is and how to improve himself. Now, I find The Alchemist to have a very profound meaning behind its story. It's like you read a book once and understand about its story, but when you reread the book, you understand about yourself. I say this because when I reread The Alchemist, I found some lessons that I have reflected upon in my diary, which I would like to share with you all because you too might find them interesting. The first lesson that I learned was following your personal legend. Now, personal legend is Paulo Coelho's way of saying the term passion. We often say something along the lines of follow your passion or do something that you love yourself, but often find ourselves stuck in the daily routines and chores that we are to do. But when Santiago, the hero of our story, decides to follow his own personal legend, he makes a decision, sells his sheep, and begins his journey to go to the pyramids. Throughout this journey, he is faced with a lot of obstacles, to be honest, but Santiago overcomes them to find success and fulfillment. My point here is, you too have a personal legend that you might have yourself. It's as unique as you are. You may already know what it is, or you might have a faint idea of something that you wish to start, and the best time to start is now. The second lesson that the story has taught me was to have the courage to fail and try new
Nothing
things.
puts a pep in my step like
Santiago,
holding an illegal
on his
drug
way
deal.
to the pyramids, faced a ton of obstacles as we discussed earlier. On his way to the pyramids, he gets all his gold stolen by a thief, rendering him unable to travel any further, so to speak. He fears he's made the wrong decision and thinks about going back to his home country. But instead, he faces his realities and starts to work at a local crystal merchant to earn money. Years pass by and the boy gels with the owner of the store. He too shares about his personal legends with Santiago, but is fearful of what would happen if we were to set out on this journey. The owner had this thought for many years, but fear is the only thing which kept him at bay. Santiago, now with enough money that he's earned from the man who owned the crystal shop, sets back onto the journey that he once set out upon, the pyramids. The lesson here that I have learnt is, be it whatever dream you set out to achieve, once you set your focus on going the distance, do not worry about the unknown path ahead. The path that you choose is your own choice. Remember this. That's it for today. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Try and guess
But
how
in
I
all
feel about
seriousness, if you haven't already read the book, I highly suggest reading The Alchemist because that was one of the very first books that I personally loved reading through, cover to cover. Enough about the book. Let's get back on the game.
Go easy on him, Spidey. Live by the beatdown, die by the beatdown.
Thanks. I think I'll be okay.
Yuri said quietly. Better find a back way in.
I am losing patience. Where is the file?
There's someone else here. They must have taken it.
Those masks. Who are these guys?
There's no one here but us. We will find the file, or you will die.
This is bad. They'll kill her if I alert them. Need to pick them off silently. Yuri, the silent alarm was legit. Masked gunmen and a single hostage. Looks like a heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime.
Can do.
I'm excited because Yuri mentioned earlier that we have to make minimal noise and that means we have to use stealth. I'll be honest with you, every time when anyone instructs us to use stealth as an option, a bubble of happiness bursts inside my brain as it starts to develop
Gotta
plans
do
for
this
taking
quietly.
our enemies out.
Don't want to alert the others.
Weird, right?
我听见有声音。
This level 2, with new characters being introduced, can also be considered as a tutorial phase of
Always
the
look so
game.
cozy whipped up like
Because I think that the game is now teaching us about the various ways with which we can be taking down our enemies without alerting the rest of
that.
them.
Should web him from above.
Totally beginner friendly.
Whoa, careful. You stay quiet now. Someone's coming.
Patience wears thin.
Someone else is here. I swear. She must have the file.
If they're here, where are they?
No.
不能有丝毫犹豫。眼睛睁大点，有开了。
Enemies with danger icon will cause you to be detected by nearby enemies if they. You can lure enemies by webbing nearby surfaces or objects. Press V to scan. Press E to fire the web
肯定
shooter.
不是我的幻
Okay.
觉。
Press to take down safe enemies. Got it.
Sleep it off. Hey, what is that? This totally belongs to...
Don't move.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
Hey, Pete.
MJ? What are you doing here?
Same as you. Working. At least, I was.
Oh, I think this is yours.
Yeah, thanks.
So, Robbie's got you covering a break-in for the Bugle?
Well, Robbie doesn't technically know I'm here. And it wasn't a break-in until a few minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
Let me explain.
15 minutes earlier.
Excuse me.
Hi, Mary Jane Watson. I'm covering the Fisk estate sale.
Hello. Craig said we'd do this tomorrow.
I like to get a jump on things.
Well, I don't. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Craig? No, sorry, it looks like we're gonna have to run something else on the cover. I don't know, maybe the expressionist piece?
You know what? I think I can make today work.
Are you sure?
You're here. No moment like the present.
Thank you. Craig? Never mind. We're good.
Let's get started. Look around and familiarize yourself with the items. I'll be waiting by the Baku statue when you're ready to begin.
Can do.
This art museum reminds me of a game called as the Ghost of Tsushima. Have you guys ever played that before? Ghost of Tsushima was based in around early 1200s on the Tsushima island, if I remember correctly. The last samurai Jin Sakai, who we play through the game, has to master a new style of fighting called as the Way of the Ghost. In the start of the game, we see the Mongol forces take down every samurai that he was fighting alongside with. However, Jin Sakai gets a second wind to correct the mistakes the Mongols made, so to speak. Through the campaign, he then goes on to defeat the Mongol forces and fight for the freedom and independence of Japan. Tapestry, 17th century, depicts two Neo-Guardians, Mishaku Kongo and Narayan Kongo, if I am pronouncing that correctly. Sengoku period samurai, 16th century, most likely depicts Yamamoto Kansuke, the blind swordsman, known for dispensing justice on his own terms. Hand-rolled cigars, 20th century. Luxury product of Smikaria, manufactured exclusively for royalty. Tatami armor, 15th century. Rumored to have been worn by a young Ronin who challenged a tyrannical, illegitimate leader. Oil landscape on silk, 19th century, depicts travelers outside of Kyoto.
I could drop everything and travel the world. But life and work are here.
Cello, 18th century, Milan or Bologna, famously owned by Benito Mussolini prior to his death. Walking cane, 28th century. A very rare enamel jeweled and pearl set walking cane with concealed features. That diamond looks so big, bro. God damn.
Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds good. Brought hidden crimes to light. We got an old school investigative journalist over here. I like her.
Woodcut, 19th century. Image of a young maiden who brought a corrupt dynasty's hidden crimes to light, causing it to collapse.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kakemon Baku.
Beautiful. It's a Mifune?
Correct. Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste.
Did you know him well before his arrest?
In a professional context. I handled many of his sales. Let's move on, please. Now, this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk liked this piece. Definitely his style.
He loved the duality. Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular in any of the sales you handled for him?
No. No, of course not. Not that I was aware of. Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set.
It's just... a friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
You know what? I'm actually running short of time. Why don't we grab the cover photo while we can?
When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar.
Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities?
I don't think your readers would have any interest in... Damn it. Wait here, please.
Wait. I recognize that statue. Got it.
Craig, I'll call you back. My dear, I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, could I use the restroom real quick?
Fine. Follow me.
Thank you. This is a really lovely space.
It is. And this will be the last time you see it. The ladies is around the corner. Be quick.
Of course. Be right back.
Hello, Craig. Funny you should call. Because the reporter you sent is clearly not working the puff piece we agreed upon. No, she's here now.
I've got to get into that back room. If that statue is what I think it is, this just turned into a huge story.
What do you mean he had to reschedule? If she's not your reporter, who is she, Craig? Who is in my auction house? Oh my god. No, I do not trust you to fix this. Well, the first thing I'm going to do...
Pete told me about this. Fisk used it to hide evidence. Why didn't the cops take it? I know this statue opens. But how?
So, the first thing that I have noticed in this room is the statue that Mary Jane was talking about. Seems to be oriented in a different style. I say this because when we were photographing the painting outside while the manager was giving us a tour of the museum, its structures seem completely different to what we are introduced to as of now.
That's the Neo behind them. But it looks different. She certainly is cozy with Fisk. Statue can move. Most common pose is latent power. Mouth closed, left arm down, right palm facing forward. The catalog mentioned two poses. Mouth closed, Left arm down. Nice. So close. But a piece is missing. I've seen these before. Something's in one of his hands. What is that? That's it. Norman Osborn. What is this? Devil's breath. What is devil's... What the...
Excuse me, sir. You can't be...
Not good.
Where's the statue?
In there.
把文件找出来。
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
Says the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here while the place is swarming with them.
Right. Okay, you hide back there. I take out the bad guys. You make a break when it's clear.
Sounds like a plan. Good to see you, Pete.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny. It's exactly how I pictured it.
Alright, so that's all the time we got for this episode. If you like the video, please like the video and consider subscribing. All in all, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.